good to be champions, champions. Feels good to be champions, champions. Let 'em know it's set in stone, yeah, never gonna take it away. Feels good to be champions, champions. Feels good to be champions. We on top, but we made it from nothing. We're staying humble, but we're causing a ruckus. If you want.
Hello everyone, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, anywhere you're in the world. Happy New Year. Yeah, Happy New Year. It's gonna be a good year, trust me. It's gonna be a good year. My name is John Adekunle Adesina. My friends call me Dr. Green. Some of them call me Landmaster. I asked them, why do you call me Landmaster? Yeah, I'm gonna share with you in the future. All right, so let's get started. Welcome to my channel. This is the Ecoscape Research Hub. Ecoscape Research Hub. In this channel, we're going to be talking about quite a lot of things. We're going to be talking about the built environment, issues that have to do with the built environment. We're going to be talking about, issues that relates to, the climate change, mitigation, adaptation, and the various strategies. We're going to be talking about national parks, and of course, national parks development within the country, within sub-Saharan Africa, and of course, citing several cases around the world. And then we're gonna be talking about issues of research and development, because having published quite a good numbers of papers, we're gonna come here to discuss some of the papers, and then put it to the fore, so people can have a clear view of the current trends of issues that relates to the built environment. And then by the way, we're gonna be bringing a lot of people, professionals within the built environment, the real experts, the masters of the craft. Masters of the craft. These are masters, with so many years, of experiences in the field of architecture, landscape architecture, urban and regional planning, engineering, civil, mechanical, electrical, surveying and geoinformatics. And then these people are gonna come on board, to share their wealth of knowledge, various experiences in the past, the current project they're doing, and they're gonna tell us, the future direction. And then, by the way, we're also gonna bring people that in the field of sciences like horticulture, and these are people that are not basically in the spectrum of design, urban design, but they are key stakeholders in a built environment, and these are professions like horticulture, botany, zoology, and then forestry, and then urban forestry, ecology, landscape ecology. They are ecologists that because these people, they play key and vital roles, for in ensuring that the environment is livable, the environment is sustainable, the environment is smart, and the environment is also resilient, but then together we can all come together, to ensure that we have a sustainable environment, bearing in mind that we have a target towards 2030. 2030 is barely 4 years away. Yeah, it's about 4 years away. And we got a target. The United Nations, climate action target towards ensuring that we reduce the atmospheric temperature by 1.5. Obviously, the COP30 just ended, and then we haven't had so much of the various policies and the various agreements that were reached during the last COP30 in Brazil. But then we are hopeful that locally we can put in place the necessary framework, and then the necessary system that can be sustainable, to ensuring that we have a conducive Lagos, conducive cities around the country. Trust me, and these are things that we gotta fix. We gotta fix as professionals, as experts. So this channel is gonna be doing justice to this, and we hope you're gonna support this channel. we're gonna like I said, I'm an architect, I'm a landscape architect, I'm a builder, and they call me landmaster, and I'm gonna tell you this in the future why they call me the landmaster. All right, so that's it. All right, thank you so much. I hope you're gonna support this. I want you to press the like button, share this to your friends, family, loved ones, and let them join this, this train. And then as we move and then let's ride together. Let's ride on this train together, so we can get this piece to across the world. Yeah, we can get it across the world. This environment requires me and you. We gotta come on board to fix it. We gotta fix it together. Yeah, we gotta fix the landscape together. We gotta fix the urban space together. We gotta fix the forest together. We gotta ensure that these places are not being abused. Yeah, we've gotta make sure that these places are not being misused and degraded. It has to stop. You press stop. Yeah, say stop, stop. This has to stop. This is madness. We've done too much, and we've done enough, and maybe it's time to stop. And we've got to rewrite the policies. We've got to reconfigure, reject the current framework, and then ensuring that we restore the landscape to what it should be. Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, we look forward to your continued support. We know you're gonna support this channel, all right, as we bring to the fore the trending issues in the built environment. By the way, my name is Dr. John Adekunle Adesina. They call me Dr. Green, the land
so
master.
like I said,
we are not content creators, right? So we're gonna be bringing these people on board for them to tell us the various things they've done, the areas they've succeeded, the areas they failed, the things to learn, the future implication, the future direction, what to do, how to make the environment a better place, how to make the environment sustainable. However, don't forget that we have a goal towards 2030 to reduce the atmosphere, the atmospheric temperature, to reduce the temperature by 1.5. We're gonna do this together. It's not just the architect, it's not just the landscape architect, it's not just the urban designers. It's our duty. It's for every one of us to come together to ensure that we make this environment sustainable. All right, we're gonna design, we're gonna make things, we're gonna make policy, we're gonna implement them, we're gonna build things that will make the environment sustainable, that's gonna make the atmosphere conducive for people to make a good living. All right, so having said this, welcome to my channel. You have to like this. I want you to share. I want you to keep post it to friends, tell people, tell someone that will tell someone that will tell someone, so that we can get this epistle, all over the world. Yeah, let's get it across the world, because everybody must know what is going on in the built environment. Trust me, we're gonna preach this. We're gonna make them know that, come on, it's the collective duty. It's a joint effort, that has to come to the fore for us to make this environment, make this earth, make the landscape a place, a conducive place, a conducive, abode for people to live. All right. So yeah, I know you're gonna encourage us. Just keep, stay glued to this channel. It's unscripted. We're not gonna be scripting a lot of anything. We're just gonna, follow the trend, and then we're gonna, tell you how it comes. And then the expert, they are also gonna be talking about the things they've seen, the things they've learned over the years, how they've succeeded, where they failed. They're gonna be sharing, some of their past projects, the current ones that are currently going on, and then they're also gonna share with us the things that we should look up to in the coming years. But then, in the current era of artificial intelligence, AI, this has taken over many things across the world, even though Nigeria is still way, way, way far behind. We know what we do. Africa, sub-Saharan Africa, we are still struggling with quite a lot of things. We struggle quite a lot. But then I know in the coming month, maybe in this year, 2026, we're gonna catch up. We're going to catch up because I know we've got a lot of young guys now. We've got a lot of young experts doing quite a lot of things. When I see the amazing things these guys do, I mean, it's quite amazing, amazing things that are amazing, quite amazing. You see guys doing quite a lot of things. And I think we should keep this flow. We should keep this flow and possibly improve on them, so we can, compete amongst nation, we can compete amongst our contemporaries, all over the world. And then this is what this channel is all about. And then we're going to be inviting both young, old, and then even students, to share their experiences in the built environment, what they've learned in the School of Architecture, what they've learned in the School of Planning, what they've learned in the School of Engineering, Civil, Electrical. Let them come on board and tell us what they've been doing and what they want to become in the future and how they're going to become it. Let them tell us, and then what they're going to do with it, how they intend to make this world a better place, because that's what we do. We are supposed to be masters in the built environment, right? Like they call me the land master. Yeah, I'm a builder, I'm a landscape architect, I'm an architect, I'm a facility manager. All right, so I do all these things. But then, we gotta preach the gospel. The gospel of what? The gospel of the built environment. The gospel of the built environment. So let's tell them, let's tell them how to do it. Let's tell them how to make this world a better place, how to make the environment more conducive, more cozy, so we can all live in peace. We can all live in harmony, don't you think? Don't you think? We should love nature. We should love nature. We should live in harmony with nature. That's how to live. Let's go back to Eden. Let's go back to Eden, back to the beginning. You know how it is. You know how it was, rather. You know how it was. You know how it is now. So we can project how it's going to be in the future, We can all project and see what is going to become in the future, If we continue with the way it's going, that's what actually led to this. Actually, guys, we've seen if we continue in this current trend, it's not going to be good. It's going to be really, really crazy. You can imagine this world in the next 10 years. Imagine Lagos in the next 10 years. Can you think about Lagos in the next 10, 15 years? I know you're thinking. You got to think. The architect, you are. You're a town planner, you are. You're a builder, you are. All right? You're a landscape architect, you are. You're a geographer. You are a horticulturist, you are. You're a botanist, you are. You're a civil engineer, you are. All right, come on. You know what Lagos is going to be in the future. Many African countries, what Accra is going to become in the future, what Nairobi is going to become in the future. Oh, come on, So for us to make this, a conducive space, a conducive space for everyone to live. We're going to love nature. We're going to, introduce nature into the urban space. We must plan everything, make policies that will make things, work, design things appropriately, plan for the future, plan for the next 2-3 decades. That's how to plan. Come on, guys. So let's do this together. Let's get started. You have to like, share. So when we post various content, we're going to let you know, and then we're going to tell you how to also be part of this. If you're interested, if you want to come for, some of the interviews, wherever you are in the world, it can be physical, it can be virtual, we can do, all this, and then just to make, our message, being heard, whatever you heard. So we can be part of this, and let's get it done together. Together, we can make this world a better place, Thank you. All right. See you. Bye. Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. My name is Dr. John Adesina. They call me Dr. Green, and some of my friends call me the Land Master. Yeah, they call me the Land Master. So I asked them, why do you call me the Land Master? Come on, I'm going to tell you in the future why they call me the Land Master. So, how you doing? Welcome to my channel. This is, the Ecoscape, right? Ecoscape. research hub. Okay, it's a research hub where we're going to be talking about so many things. We're going to be talking about research. We're going to be talking about, of course, research and development. We're going to be talking about issues that has to do with climate change. We're going to be inviting the masters, some of the masters in the built environment. And who are these masters? Professionals, people that have succeeded, that are mentors, that are currently mentoring students, that are really experts in the built environment. And then there are, architects, landscape architects, town planners, engineers, civil, mechanical engineer, electrical engineer, geologists, horticulturists, botanists, zoologists, all across board. I mean, these are experts that has to do with every issue that has to do with the built environment. So they're going to be coming here. We're going to be having robust, rich, intensive, inclusive, conversations with them, and they're gonna be telling us many things, from their various experiences in the field. So I want you to keep, stay glued, to this channel. So I need you to like it. I need you to share. I need you to, also follow up with all the updates that we're going to be sharing in the future. Trust me, this is the place to be when it has to do with issues that concerns the built environment. And, in the past years, we have published, of course, a good numbers of papers. And I told someone that, we are not going to be the usual content creator. I'm not a content creator. This channel is all out, to, educate people, to bring people, to the fore of knowledge, for them to know, what we're doing, what we've done so far, and the current trends in the built environment. And when I mention the built environment, that has to do with architecture, landscape architecture, urban or regional planning, city, design, urban design, and so many other things that has to, urban design, and of course the engineers, everything, all the professionals, that the quantities of it, of course, the estate developers, the facility managers, the builders, all these people, all these professions are, the various experts that constitute the built environment, and they're gonna be here. They're gonna be coming often, and then, like I said, we're also gonna be sharing all the papers that we've published in the past, and that because we have to discuss this and put this, in the eye of the whole world. Our papers, our publications is not just gonna be in the shelf, or it's not just gonna be, kept, without, getting the required and the attention, from all the stakeholders involved, both the private sector and of course the public sector. All right, so that's what we're gonna be doing here in this channel. We're just starting, and I hope it's gonna get better, it always get better. Yeah, so I trust, you guys that you're gonna support this channel, and then trust me, we're gonna be bringing the masters here. I mean, the masters, the real masters in the field, the masters of the craft, when it comes to the built environment. So they call me land master. Yeah, stay glued, and then trust me, you're gonna enjoy it. Let's get started. Thank you.